so today it is 5/9/17. Boys, pay attention. We're going to talk about lateral area and surface area of pyramids and cones. So again, we're talking about, here's my little shape. We're talking about lateral area. We're just talking about the sides, not the bottom. So the formula for lateral area of any pyramid is just 1/2 PL, where P stands for the perimeter of the base, and L is a slant height, okay? It's not the actual height, slant height, okay? The height of the pyramid is straight up and down. The slant height is this one right here, okay? Now the total surface area of a cone, so we've got to add in the base. We've got to add in the bottom. So we go, surface area then is big B, which stands for the area of the base, plus the sides. We're also going to talk about cones, which are really easy because there's not a whole lot to do with cones. Lateral area then is just pi r L, which is the sides of the cone. It's all just the sides, but not the bottom. And then if we do total surface area, we're going to go pi r squared, which is the bottom, which is a circle, plus pi r L. So let's take a look at example 1. Figure out if we can find out what the lateral area and the total surface area of this thing is. So first of all, lateral area, okay, LA. So I look up my notes and say, oh, there it is. Lateral area is 1/2 PL. So P is the perimeter. So let's figure out what the perimeter of this thing is. 10, 10, 10, 10, right? So the perimeter's 40. Okay. L. Oh, I don't know L. But I do know Pythagorean's theorem. I don't know L. Ah, but I do know Pythagorean's theorem, don't I? So to find L, let's just go ahead and do a little side work here. Let's go 15 squared plus 5. You guys okay with 5? Equals L squared. You okay with 5? Because 10's all the way across, so 5 there. If I use my calculator, if I go 15 squared plus 5 squared, 250, but I'll do the square root of 250, right? Square root of 250, about 15.8 is L. Okay, so I know L is 15.8, so I can do this formula. Okay, so the lateral area then is just going to equal 1/2 the perimeter of the base, which we found was 40, times the slant height, which we found was 15.8 from Pythagorean's theorem. So let me go ahead and do that. My calculator, I'm going to go, alright, 20 times 15.8. I got an answer about 316, and that's in centimeters, and it's area, right? It's area. So go centimeters squared. How am I doing? Did I go too fast? Am I okay? Thumbs up. Okay, I'm just using the formula. That's all I'm doing, okay? Now the total surface area, well, okay, go look at my notes. Here's my total surface area. So we're going to, okay, surface area. Total surface area is going to be, well, let's see, it's 1/2 PL, which I just did. I know that answer, plus the area of the base. Well, the base, okay, the base, that's just a square, 10 by 10, right? So the base is going to be 100. So I'm going to add in the base. So, okay, surface area, I already know this answer is 316. I just did it, right? Plus the area of the base, which is 100, gives me a 416 centimeters squared, because area, it is area, okay? Not too bad. Thumbs up. Some thumbs up, no thumbs up. Sideways. Okay. All right. Okay, we're just putting numbers in the formula. That's all we're doing, okay? Let me keep going. When we get to homework, I'll work with you, okay? Okay, you ready? Number 2. So it's a cone, right? So first of all, I need to find the lateral area. So I look at my notes, and lateral area is pi RL, right? Pi RL. And I know the radius is 4, right? I know that. But I don't know the L. I don't know the L, but I do know Pythagorean's theorem, right? I do. So I could go, okay, so a little side work. I could go 4 squared plus 8 squared equals L squared, right? It's old Pythagorean's theorem here. Let's see what I got here. 4 squared plus 8 squared is 80. So I'll take the square root of 80 equals L. And I get an answer about, 8.9. So L is about 8.94, but we'll say 8.9. So here we go. Lateral is going to be pi times 4 times about 8.9. I'm just going to use my calculator. So I'll go times 4 times pi, about 112.4. And again, centimeters, it's area. It is area, so centimeters squared. Okay, so just plug things in the formula. The radius is 4. The slanted height is 8.9, and just use my calculator. Okay. Now, total surface area, let's add in the bottom, which is the circle. So again, I'll look at my notes. Here's my notes. Surface area is pi r squared plus pi rl. All right, so surface area. Pi r squared plus pi rl. Let's just plug the numbers in. Pi times 4 squared plus, well, I already know that's 112.4. I just did that, right? I just did that. So let's add in my plus, my 16 pi, 162.66 centimeters squared, because it's area, right? Because it's area, okay? Okay, thumbs up, sideways, where am I at? Okay, I'm just plugging numbers into the formula. That's all I'm doing, right? Plugging numbers into the formula, pushing buttons, bam, get an answer, okay? You ready to turn the page? Oh, here's the hard one. Here's the hard one. Okay, now this is a problem that's on your test that just really quite often kicks people's fannies, but not you, because you're smart, okay? So first of all, we're going to do it step by step, okay? So if we want to find the lateral area and the surface area, let's first of all put down the formula. So the lateral area, LA is equal to 1/2 P times L, okay? And the surface area, let's see, its formula is going to be the, well, it's going to be the area of the base plus my 1/2 PL. Where am I getting these formulas from? Oh, from our notes, right? So I'm getting these formulas from my notes. And hopefully you have your notes, because there's nothing more frustrating for you to go home and not know how to do it because you don't have your notes, right? But you have your notes, and they're good notes. So let's do this step by step. So first of all, let's find the area of the base. So to find the area of the base, let's do a little side work, okay? So what I'm going to do is just take a look at the base, right? It's a regular hexagon. So all I'm doing is, and I'll highlight it for us. So this base right here is right there. Okay, you guys see it? But I took it out of its 3 dimensions. We lay it looking at it flat. So I've got 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, and 8. So how am I going to find the area of this darn thing? Well, let's make some triangles, okay? You guys okay with making some triangles? Let's make some triangles, right? And we know the area of a triangle. That's easy. The area of a triangle is just 1/2 base times height, right? Area of a triangle, right? So I'm going to have, for the area of this thing right there, I'm going to have 1/2 base is 8. What's the height? What's that height right there? Does anybody know?
So, 8.
Okay, let's take a look at that little triangle.
Oh.
And let's look up on the board. Let's look there. What's the height of that little triangle?
It would be 4 square roots of 3.
It is 4 square roots of 3. It is 4. This is, squeeze it in here, 4 square roots of 3. Because this is 4. It is a 30, 60, 90 triangle. Okay, a little side work. Okay, here's your 30, 60, 90 triangle, right? 2x, x, x square roots of 3, right? We know it's got to be a 30, 69 triangle because a hexagon is 60, 60, 60. So this is our 4, right? And then this has got to be our 4 square roots of 3. Okay, there's a little side work there. So we know that the height of this is 4 squared 3. Okay, let me do a little bit of math. Use my calculator. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Okay, so this is the area of one triangle. Okay, this is going to give me one triangle. Okay, this is going to give me the triangle. So let's go. 4 times 4 square roots of 3. So at 27.7.
Wait, did you put in 4 or 8?
I took half of 4. I skipped a step. How's that? Did that confuse you?
Well, half of 4 is 2.
But half of 8 is
4. Oh.
then times that 4 squared is 3. Ah, okay. How am I doing? So that 27.7, you guys ready? That is the area of one of these triangles, right? But how many of these triangles do I have? How many triangles? Wake up, young man.
6.
I got 6 of them, right? So for the hexagon, for big B, let's go 6 times my 27.7, because that's the area of the whole darn thing, because there's 6 triangles, right? Times that by 6, and I get 166.3. So the area of the base, 166.3. Let's write that down. We're going to need to know that, okay? For there. All right, now, what else do we need? Well, we need to find the height. Well, we got the height. We don't really need the height of this thing because we're not finding volume, but let's write it down here. The height is 18. We don't need to know the height. When we find volume, we'll need the height. Okay, but I definitely 8, right? But what about this L? Okay, do you see a right triangle?
Yes.
Okay. So this, need a really good color so you can see it. A really, really good color. Oh, how about bright green? Okay, check it out. Green. See my green?
Yeah.
It's also this green. I should just use purple because there it is. Purple, purple, huh? The green, green.
Yeah.
Isn't this the same? Isn't this that one right there?
Yes.
And I know that's 4 squared to 3, right? So I know that's 4 squared to 3. So to find L, let's use Pythagoras' theorem. I'll let you look at this, okay? I need Pythagoras' theorem, so I made a right triangle. See my right triangle? Do you want me to, like, here's my right triangle in here. It's inside. My right triangle's inside here. So I'm going to go 18 squared plus 4 squared to 3 squared equals L squared. So a little work on the side. Okay, I'm going to go, actually I'll probably do it down below so I have room. So I'm going to go 18 squared plus 4 squared to 3 squared equals L squared. Okay, and I can do this in my calculator. I really can. I just have to be a little careful. 18 squared plus, you ready? Parentheses, I got parentheses, 4 square roots of 3, parentheses, parentheses, squared, okay? So you have that in my calculator? That's 372, so I'm going to have the square root of 372 equals L. Square root of that answer, about 19.3. So L, 19.3 equals L. So I'll put that over here. I'll put my 19.3 here for L. That's the hardest part, is getting that slant height. Okay? Definitely. You guys agree? Now the perimeter of the base, easy. How about 48? Oh, where did I get 48 so quick?
18.6.
There you go. You guys agree? Guys, perimeter of the base. Okay, now let's check out our formulas. Okay, first of all, lateral area. Let's do LA. Lateral area is 1/2 PL. Okay, and I've got all my numbers. I just have to put them in the formula, right? So let's go 1/2 P, which is the perimeter of the base, which is 48, times L, which is my slant height, which I found was 19.3. Okay, so I'm just putting the numbers into the calculator. Okay, into the formula. I've got my perimeter, which is 48. I've got my slant height, which is my 19.3. Alright, so let's just do that in my calculator. Okay, so I'm going to go 0.5 times that times 48. So I get about 462.9. And that's in terms of centimeters squared. Bam! Okay. And then I've got to find the total surface area. Well, that formula is just the surface area is equal to, let's see, we got it written down, B plus 1/2 PL, right? Okay, we can do that. Area of the base, let's see, I found that already. That was my 166. Whoops, slide it down. Got that? Okay, that's my 100, so I got 166.3, found that. Plus, I already did this. 1/2 PL, right? That's my 462.9. Let's add them all together. Plus 166.3. Turns out to be 629.2 centimeters squared. Okay. Now, why in the heck would anybody ever need to know this? Well, what if? What if you wanted to make a big old teepee, huh? And you wanted to put canvas over it, right? And you didn't need to know exactly how much canvas. That'd be the lateral area, right? And if you order too little, it's going to be a bummer, isn't it? Because then, you're not going to have enough canvas. You're going to have to order more, and then you got to sew it up and fix it. Or if you order too much, then I guess you've got extra canvas laying around in your basement, like we all have junk in our basement, right? And that'd be no good because we already have too much junk in our basement, right? So I think people actually use these formulas. What do you think?